First of all, I just want to let you guys know that I saw a squirrel fall off a tree today. I'm not sure if squirrels are supposed to do that. I just want to get that off my chest. Hey guys, it's Courtney, and it's Saturday on the Closet Collab, and this week's topic is some pretty touchy ones. Pretty controversial. Everyone has a different opinion on it, and I guess that is the perfect topic for a collab channel. Same-sex marriage. This is like one of the only topics I actually did some research on. And I know everyone in the closet is saying that blacks and whites, and they're comparing it to all these other civil issues. You know, like with the blacks and the whites getting married and blacks having rights, even women like having rights to vote and all kinds of stuff like that. I think that with any controversial topic like that everyone's very opinionated on, it takes a long time to pass and for everyone to notice. And I know that it's 2009, and the fact that gays haven't really like had their rights, you know, for marriage legalized, it's a very frustrating thing. Kind of situation or topic like this, it's going to take time. Right now there's 13 states out of 50 that have legalized gay marriage, and I think that we should probably look at it as like that's a positive thing. We're making progress with this. 13 out of 50 is not bad. I think there's 19 countries that have legalized same-sex marriage. So it's not just a United States thing, it's a whole world thing, and I think slowly but surely we're making progress, and we should probably look at it on the positive side. We've got Connecticut, New Hampshire, DC, New Jersey, New York, Maine, Massachusetts, Vermont, Iowa, Wisconsin, Oregon, Washington, Nevada, however you want to say it. Keep in mind those states are all pretty lame, and no one ever would ever want to move there. And if you did get married there, you'd have to stay there, because the states that don't legalize it obviously don't recognize it. Like, I know Georgia isn't a state that recognizes same-sex marriage. So if me and Kayla were to go to Oregon to get married, which is a pretty romantic place, I hear. If we went back to Georgia or Illinois, they wouldn't recognize it anyways. But, I mean, it's still progress. Yes, those are pretty lame states, but at least they're making progress. I'm actually kind of shocked that DC is one of the states that legalized same-sex marriage, considering that's like where the White House is, and it's very political, and people are very... there's extremes there, you know. My views on same-sex marriage, though, I'm like all for it. I don't see anything wrong with it. Me personally, I really don't see myself marrying, just because I think marriage is pretty overrated these days. You know, it costs like $60 to change your last name. Like, I don't know, maybe it means more to other people than it does to me, but I think that if me and Kayla are going to commit our lives to each other and we're going to be partners for the rest of our lives, like, that's fine with me. I'm okay. And if ever comes a day we want to have like commitment ceremony or something like that, just to kind of like make it official that, hey, I'm spending the rest of my life with this chick, that's fine. But I really don't see marriage as, you know, a future thing for me. But for all those people who do want to get married and want that ring and that last name change, and they want those same rights that everyone else has, I support them all the way, and more power to you. Adoption, that's a tricky subject, because I'm very opinionated about adoption. My grandparents, who were like 74, have like 4 or 5 kids that they adopted. Like, I just don't think that's cool. I'm pretty sure my grandparents just got bored one day and were like, hey, let's adopt some kids because we want pets or something to entertain us, because our grandkids aren't good enough, so we're going to adopt like 4-year-olds when we're like 80. Gays to adopt, that's cool. I think that if you have a loving family and you know for sure that you're going to commit the rest of your life to each other, that's fine. But like, I don't think it's right when gays adopt, and just like any other parent, they divorce within a couple of years, and then the kid like ends up more screwed up than it was to begin with. Ready to adopt, and if you know that it's going to be what's right for some kid who obviously already has problems, you know, like issues with parents, clearly they're going to have some issues with parents, and I just think that I wouldn't do that to a kid all over again, you know, abandon them. So I don't know, I just think that it's a choice that people make too easily sometimes without thinking it all the way through. Political stance. The number one thing about being a bartender that you don't do is you never talk about politics or religion. That's for sure. And when I was in Florida, it was really, really hard not to, especially when the election was going on, not to give my political stance. And like, I don't know, I just tried to avoid it as much as possible, because Florida is like full of like Republicans and conservatives, And me personally, I'm a Democrat, and this past election was the first election that I actually voted in. And am I happy with like with the turnout? Yes, I am happy. Am I sure that, you know, it's gonna really change like he said it would? I'm not sure, but I just know that, like anyone else, I'm just trying to be positive about the whole situation. Tell myself that I did make the right decision and just hope for the best. Don't ask, don't tell is probably the stupidest thing that I've ever heard in my entire life. I think I've got one thing to say to those people. Suck it! I think that if you're willing to go out there and fight for our country, it shouldn't matter who you love. I think that's the bottom line. I think that's what everyone agrees on, especially in the gay community, I would hope. We're trying to fight for our equal rights back home and overseas, and it's just retarded that someone's willing to make that sacrifice, but yet they can't be out and be who they are. I think that's retarded, and we definitely need to change that ASAP. And that's my story. So I guess I'll see you guys next week. And sorry I've been so absent. I'm a Saturday and it is Wednesday and I'm making this video just so I'm not late this time. I swear to God I won't be late anymore. I promise. You guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you next Saturday right here at this table that I built. Goodbye. Morgan, why are you eating paint chips off the wall? Guys, can I just show you what my dog's doing while I'm trying to make this video? Do you see that wet spot on the wall? My dog is licking and trying to bite the paint off of the wall. Well, that's fun. I guess I'm gonna have to go now. I gotta go repaint the wall.